morning, dear students. Hope you have written your exams very nicely. And we are resuming the classes after the exams. And before the exams, we have completed the chapter, A Truly Beautiful Mind. And in your book, the next chapter that we have to study is actually the Lake, Isle of Innisfree. And this chapter or this poem is removed from your syllabus because of this coronavirus problem. And the chapter, the snake and the mirror, all these two chapters have been removed from your syllabus. So the next chapter that we have to study is the Legend of the Northland. Okay, so the next chapter that we have to study is the Legend of the Northland. Okay, it's in page number 65. You can take your chapter, and this poem narrates the legend of an old lady who angered Saint Peter because of her greed. So this chapter is written by Pepe Carey, and it is the poem narrates the legend of an old lady. The legend means that an old traditional story. Okay, a story which is held, like in our own religion also, or in our areas, we are having some kind of traditional stories are there. We believe that like some kind of things which is there. So these type of stories are there that we believe that they were. It is whether it is true or not that we don't know, but we believe that these type of things are there. Okay, so some kind of things, whether it might have happened or it may be a singular story, but whatever may be there, but we believe that these type of things are there. So mostly it is kind of a moral stories, such kind of things are there. And Saint Peter, so the Saint Peter is a disciple of Jesus Christ. So this Jesus Christ, when he was there, he had 12 disciples. He selected 12 disciples to follow his he had 12 disciples to go around the world for preaching about his own religion and the acts that Jesus Christ has done, or in order to spread the news of about the God, information about the God has to be informed to the people. So for that purpose he has selected 12 disciples, and one among that is called as the Saint Peter. Okay, so this is a story, such kind of a story. This is there, and if you take the last part of the chapter, you can say it is this poem is a ballad. Okay, and what is a ballad is given at the back of the book. A ballad is a song narrating a story in short stanzas. Ballads are part of a folk culture or a popular culture and are passed on orally from one generation to the next. A Legend of the Northland is a ballad. So the ballad is a kind of story which is explained in the form of a poem or in different stanzas. Okay, so this poem is also one of that kind, and this poem, they make a story in the form of a poem, and this poem is transferred from one generation to another generation orally. Okay, so see, like if you are telling a story, then it is it may be like it is there is a chance that they will miss the part of that, or people make their own imagination, creativity like that. But when it is making into a poem, then normally that words and things will be almost similar. There is so much a change will not be there. So for that purpose it is made like that. So such kind of a ballad it is, and ballads are the part of the tradition of or the culture of our different type of area. So we can say like in our own religion or in our own area, there are so many ballads or it's like these legends, stories and so on. And we believe, even though we believe that these type of things may not have taken place, but we have a trust in these things because they are teaching some kind of moral values. And here this Legend of Northland. So here it is mentioned as the Northland. Actually it is not a name of a country or a name of a place. It is not there. It is just showing that it is area related to the North Pole. Okay, so Northland is a place which is located near the North Pole. Exact place is not given, any particular country or any particular place is not given, but the people or the area which is nearby the Northland, North Pole. Okay, so let us begin this chapter. Away, away in the Northland, where the hours of the day are few and the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through. Okay, so in a place like away in Northland, so this story take place in the Northland, and where the hours of the day are few. So you know about, you have studied about the polar area and all, and in the polar area near to the North Pole and South Pole, the places are there, and there the sunlight receives very less, or duration of the day is very much short. Okay, and the duration of the night is so much large. So in winter season, we know that in our own area itself, the length of the, in summer season, the length of the daytime is more and night time is less. And when it is coming to the winter season, the length of the night is more than the day. So normally it is happening even in our area. So you can just compare what may be the situation in the polar regions. Okay, so in that area the sunlight is very much less, and especially in the winter season the daytime is very low. Like if in a day is maybe like some 4 hours, 5 hours maybe daytime will be there. So some 19, 20 hours are night. Okay, means almost all throughout the day it remains as night, because they do not receive sunlight much. Okay, so the winter season, in the winter season the length of the night is very much long, and so it is so long that they cannot sleep them through. So see, like if some 18 hours of night is there, so it is so normal people may not be able to sleep all throughout the night. Means full time we may not be able to sleep. So in when you are in a winter season, we are also facing this type of problem. Like in winter, it is very nice to sleep because it is very cold climate is there. Nicely, you have to put blanket and all and sleep very nicely. We can easily sleep. But sometimes, like while sleeping, we will get tired of sleeping also. So it means we will not be able to sleep all throughout the night. So if the light is so much long, and this area, if in our area it is not much long, or say like if normally 12 hours are there, so it may go like some 14 hours or that much only night will be there. So much variation is not there. But in this polar region, it is so much difference is there. So long winter, so long night is there. So the night is too long that the people will not be able to complete sleeping. All throughout the night we will not be able to sleep. Okay, where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges when it snows, and the children look like bears' cubs in their funny furry clothes. So another feature, see, like in that area, the people, they are harness, means attaching the swift reindeers. Swift means very fast. Harness means to tie it, attach it. So like they tie the reindeers to the sleigh, or the, like you might have studied the story of this like in the winter season, or let's say the story of the Santa Claus, isn't it? So when you say about the Santa Claus, then you say that it is traveling in the sleigh. There is a song, isn't it? So here the sleigh, there are sledges are there. That is one kind of like a vehicle that the people in the polar area are using. On so it is like flat like thing is there, and they are keeping, and vehicle is there. There are no wheels, but the instead of wheel, the when straight plate is kept under the wheel area, so that it will be slipping over the ice. So ice skating and all you might have seen. So on the ice, on the top of the ice, it is very much easy to move. So such a way, and that vehicle is made in that way, and the reindeers are attached to it for pulling it up. Okay, so they are using such kind of. If we are using like our own vehicle, with the cars and all, may not be able to travel on the ice. So because it is slippery, and there is a chance that we will fall down, or the wheel will not rotate like that, because the water is or the ice is so much slippery, so when it is rotating it may not move like that. So they are using such kind of vehicles there, and the children look like bears' cubs. So at the time of winter season, the children are wearing such kind of clothes that means like overcoat and all are there and fully covered with fur. So much hair will be there. So you are wearing like inner will be there, in that on that sweater is there. Two sweaters will be there. Then above that you will get overcoat will be there. So you will become very much big. So size of our body will be very much big, and the hairs are there. Mostly that made of woolen hairs are used for making this one. And children and all, when they make it, then they will be just like looking like a bird, or look like the bears cubs. Small bears are there. So such a way they will be looking. Looks like very funny shape will be there. Okay, so that is why it is given funny fairy clothes. They tell them a curious story. I don't believe it's true, and yet you may learn a lesson if I tell you the tale to you. So here he says that they say, so they tell them a curious story. So in that time, or in that area, they will be speaking about a story. And this story, he himself says that I don't believe it's true. So I don't think that it is true. I don't know whether it is true or not, or I don't believe that it is true. It may be false. But yet you may learn a lesson if I tell you the tale to you. He says that even if I don't know whether this is true or not, but even if it is true or not, but when I tell you a story, it is a good lesson. There is a good lesson that you have to learn. Okay, so there are some moral values, some moral lessons are there that you have to understand. So that is why I am going to explain this story to you. Okay, so this much is the introduction about this poem. So this is giving the background of this like the area where this Northland is there, and the climate, how the climate is there. Very much long nights are there, and very much less daytime is there, and the people are living wearing very funny clothes and so on. And it shows all the things are showing about the winter season and the background of that. So at that area, a story is taking place, and the poet is going to explain a story, and the story we will study in the next class. Okay, so thank you so much.